Continuing to cycle through that rotation. He told us, listen, for us to be a top half team in the Big Ten, we have to shoot the three ball better. We have to stop turning it over. Northwestern 0 for 5 from the floor to start the ball game. McMahon counted in the foul. Another and one.
However, when you do turn the ball over and you get to set up your defense, it's a lot better than turning it over in the mid-court and not being able to set up your defense.
McMahon through contact and puts it in.
Who make you look even better, especially as a freshman. Sometimes you need that extra support, but she has not looked like a freshman in this season.
Theory finishes it on the home run pass from Ricky Harris. McMahon a three. Yes! And it's the first triple in the game for Ohio State. And it leads to a timeout for Joe McEwen and Northwestern.
Any team, but in this case, Northwestern.
And Northwestern in some foul trouble as well as another steal leads to a Mixell bucket. Where can they find a bucket? Brown scoops it to Mott and the left hand goes.
Being able to do that, and even before Green went down, Coach McGuff talked about what Walker could bring to this team.
Finally, a three goes for Northwestern, previously 1 for 10. Combining for 24 of the team's 35 points. Here is McMahon, the reigning Big Ten freshman of the week, with a beautiful spin and a kiss off the window.
That is going to be something to watch. I'm sure a lot of eyes will be on that game. Just because of the way that those teams play, and as good as they play very different styles of basketball.
We would see her again at some point this year. As Walsh tries a three and puts it down. Finally, a triple goes. Weathers that, particularly if J.C. Sheldon continues to sit out with a leg injury.
It is tough to do, especially in a league as physical as the Big Ten.
And our thoughts are with her as she will rehab and try to get back for the start of next year. The good news for Ohio State, they have gotten some big-time play.
With a team who is as talented as Ohio State. It's not like she's having to carry a ton of the burden. She's the best player she has to, but she's surrounded by great players and still producing the numbers that she is for conference play again. Because once you get down the stretch in conference, the teams know what your schemes are. They know your game plan. When being able to execute it when the other team doesn't necessarily know.
And top 5 in points per game, almost 90 a game for the Buckeyes. Mixell knocks down another three. She was 0 of 5 in the first half. She's hit 2 in the quarter.
Anything can happen. I mean, we still have another quarter and the right mix of things. But again, like you said, going into the rest of the season, giving yourself confidence so down the stretch.
Almost picked off again by McMahon. Extra pass. Shaw finds Walsh.
I have to be very unbiased and just wish the Wildcats good luck, and that's as far as I can go with that one.
Taylor Theory having an excellent night.
No, her primary defender was behind her, and no one came over for help side to step in front of McMahon.
Extra pass to Shaw. She's been the benefactor of a couple of those.
But she's great at directing her teammates, whether that's in practice or in a game. I mean, and that just makes a difference. When you know where your teammate's supposed to be, you tell them where they're supposed to be, and you can get all that done in one sweep. The less dribbles, the better, obviously, as they're closer to the ground.
Taylor Theory, no dribbles on that putback, counted in the foul.
So we'll see if that happens, and we'll get back in the new year.
What's one book on your New Year's list?
I've heard Verity is a good book. I think it's about Colleen Hoover.
You'd like to see them work on as they get into the meat of conference play?
Oh, man, that's a hard one for a team who's just...
I know, they've been so good.
So good. I mean, I absolutely would like to see more depth.
Hard to beat a team of Ohio State's caliber with that, but they'll have plenty of opportunities coming up against top 25 teams in Indiana and Iowa.